Hello guys, my name is RCT3 Crashes100 and we are here for another episode of Pokemon Randomized Emerald. In the last episode, we started off, we got Bowser, our starter, and we also caught a wild Sceptile, Luigi. In this episode, we are going to train up for a little bit, then hopefully head off on the route towards Petalburg City. Who knows what is going to happen, and let's just say, I'm looking forward to it. So, we are just going to head up onto Route 103 and train for a little bit. Fortunately, this should be one of the last episodes in which I have to post-commentate, because I have managed to figure out how to get this to work. Sorry for the hiatus, I am having to record this in advance. So, our first battle is Tailo. And Tailo, unusually, would actually be here if you played regular Emerald, I'm pretty sure of that, or maybe I'm thinking another route. But either way, Tailo is just your generic bird of the Hoenn region. Pretty decent, actually. Not too bad compared to the other regional birds. So, we are just going to be battling for a little bit with Luigi. So guys, the best thing I must note is that I may not name some of my Pokemon, because I'm going to leave that up to you to name them. Now bear in mind, I'm pretty much keeping a pretty odd theme. Apart from Bowser and Luigi, you can use any name you want, just make sure it isn't rude. Because, yeah. So Luigi has gained some 30 experience points. And next up, we have Electrike, a very good Pokemon, evolved into Manectric, and we are just going to battle this with Luigi. Luigi is doing the trick pretty well, but unfortunately he's got paralysed. Static is an ability. Abilities were introduced in this generation. Basically it meant that a Pokemon could bring in extra effects to a battle depending on its ability. A famous example being Wonder Guard, which is kept only by Ninja, which means that no move except super effective moves can strike it, except weather conditions, I think, and status conditions such as Toxic. So down goes Electrike. And Luigi is up a level, yay! So we are going to get going into another battle, this time with a Coughing. Coughing is a very decent Pokemon. It's not brilliant, but it's definitely worth picking up if you want it, especially given as how this randomizer I'm using will randomize the Pokemon's type. You may actually get a pretty good mix. So, Luigi is unfortunately paralysed, but fortunately Coughing missed, because it tried to use Fake Out again. Fake Out only works on the first turn the Pokemon using it is in play. So, unfortunately, Luigi's speed has gone down. We're going to use Slash and hopefully finish this off. And down we go! So, Luigi should gain some experience. There we go. And now I feel that after healing up, we should head on our way out. So, always make sure to visit a Pokemon Center after doing a bit of grinding. I will keep most of my grinding off screen. This is just because I was also checking out what Pokemon were up there. And there we go. We are ready to roll. So we are now going to head out towards Route 10. Come on, Brandon. Route 102. Yep. We are pretty much done for now in Oldale Town, and we must keep going. First up, on our wild Pokemon, we have Tyrogue, a very good Pokemon. Very unusual in the way it evolves. It will evolve into any one of the Hitmons with a condition. If its attack is higher than defense, it will evolve into Hitmonchan. If it's the other way round, Hitmonlee, and if they are equal, it will be Hitmontop. It has to do this though when its happiness is quite high though, if I am correct. So then, out on this route, we are going to battle our first main group of trainers out here. To start with, we have, if you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. Yep, that is correct. You can't run away from a Pokemon battle, neither can you avoid getting into one if a trainer catches eyes with you. But that can include even if it just sees you from the side. So, this person has Ninetales. A very good Pokemon evolved from Vulpix. As you can expect, you're going to find stuff like evolutions in the wild very easily because of the randomizer. So, off we go with Crunch, and down Ninetales goes. Critical hit, very good. So, Luigi's gained some experience points and he's up a level. Luigi is just going to be gaining levels like crazy. I do not want Sand Attack, at least not now. And Bowser has gained a level 2, which is good. And off we go. We have a bug type trainer. I'll take you on my bug Pokemon. Let's see how much truth there is in the matter. Bug Catcher Rick would like to battle. Bug Catcher Rick sent out Poliwrath. Not a bug. That's a water type. Ah well. Luigi should have no trouble here. Down goes Poliwrath. And Bug Catcher Rick is about to send out Elekid. Definitely not a bug. In fact, I think Elekid is just about as far away from being a bug as anything, really. And Elekid goes down just as easily as its predecessor went. And we are now up to level 12, which is especially good. And we have defeated Rick. Now, down and out! Hey, your Pokemon, they aren't bugs, you get it? Okay, so, we continue through the grass. I'm not very tall, so I sink right into tall grass. The grass goes up my nose and Fachoo! Yep, that phrase has always been quite humorous. And we've got another Tyrogue. Let's see if Luigi can just own this. And down goes Tyrogue. And we have another trainer here, quite cleverly placed. And here goes. Comes down and would like to battle. And he sent out Piloswine, another good Pokemon. Piloswine in this generation obviously does not evolve. However, it is just as good as if it did not evolve. Depends really on what you think of that matter, but hey. If you want Piloswine rather than Mamoswine in the later games, go right ahead. And down goes Piloswine. And so now Alan is about to use Wheezing, which is again quite good. Wheezing is the evolved form of coughing, if I haven't told you that already. And Wheezing instantly goes and uses Fake Out, a critical hit. Luigi is flinched. It will always flinch, usually, I'm pretty sure of that. And we go and miss. Okay. Lost a Purge. Well, if you want. And there we go. Luigi's up a level again. He's becoming really quite powerful at the moment. And off we go. So as we get closer, it will become evident that male trainers aren't all that we've got out here. And we've got berries here. Berries are very useful. You can give them to Pokemon, they will hold them, and they will come into effect during battle. You can also use them outside battle if they're like health or PP restoring. Okay, here's our first female trainer, Barmaid. Help me further my career. So, last Tiana would like to battle. She is sending out Corsola. It's an okay Pokemon. It's not brilliant, but it's not awful. If you know what I'm saying. So, here comes Bowser. Because I think Luigi's got a bit too much screen time this episode. And we use Lick, which damages Bowser. We are just going to crunch Corsola up. Which does some damage and beats Corsola. Very good. And out comes Nidoran Female. Here comes Drill Peck. I think Nidoran can learn that normally. No, wait, I'm wrong, sorry. And we take it down with another Steel Wing. And so that's Tiana has ended up furthering our career. Well, that's pretty much true. You've allowed us to get past. Down here is a potion, if I'm correct, for anyone who wants to use it. It will be very useful given the battles we've got ahead. And with this, we are about to reach our destination, but the episode isn't over yet. We've got to do one major thing before we can leave. We've got to visit the gym, because of course that's what every new trainer does. So we are just going to heal up. And off we go. Let's say you have 6 Pokemon. If you catch another one, it's automatically sent to a storage box over a PC connection. Very useful. The PC in this generation was completely redesigned. And to be honest, it's far easier to use than the Gen 1 and Gen 2. So, a man in pursuit of power, this Norman guy. Who is this person? Well, if it isn't RCT3, so you're all finished moving in. I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. You're with your Pokemon. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, RCT3. That's great news. Looking forward to it. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Oh, right. You're Wally, right? I'm going to go stay with my relatives in Vergentine Town. I thought I would be lonely by myself, so I want to take a Pokemon along. But I've never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. See, you heard that right. Go with Wally and make sure he catches the Pokemon. Here, I'll loan you my Pokemon. So, Wally gets a Zigzagoon. I'll give you a Pokeball too. Go for it. Oh wow, thank you. Would you really come with me? So yeah, we've now got to watch Wally catch a Pokemon as if I haven't shown that to you in the previous episode where I caught Luigi. Anyway, here goes. Pokemon hide in tall grass like this, don't they? Please watch me and see if I can catch one properly. Whoa! Okay, so here comes Ralts. This is self-configured into the game, and we are going to send out Zigzagoon. When I was actually recording this, because, as you will see, Ralts is not using a normal move, I thought it was actually going to KO Zigzagoon and completely ruin the game. Because the game has no scenario for what would happen if Zigzagoon gets defeated in this battle. It would just break. So I was actually kind of worried when Zigzagoon's health and Ralts' health hit yellow. A little bit. Not extremely. I know that's the sort of health you need it. So, Ralts is now on the yellow. And uses Mud Shot. Zigzagoon's speed is down. So, this is not how you catch Pokemon in games. You don't send yourself out. and throw the Pokeball at them. That would leave you open to attack. But anyway, whatever floats Wally's boat, I guess. If he wants to risk getting hurt by Pokemon, go right ahead, send yourself out. And he throws a Pokeball, which will always capture the Pokemon, if I'm correct. And there we go, rocks support. We have to find one of our own, however, if we want to actually get a Pokedex entry for it. I did it, it's my Pokemon! Thank you, let's go back to the gym. So did it work out? Thank you, yes it did. Here's your Pokemon back. So then, Wally has given Norman his Zigzagoon back, and that seems like a good place for us to begin to end off the episode. In the next episode, we are going to set off towards Rustboro City, and hopefully make it into the next area. So, I'm Master T3 Crashes 100, and I'll see you all on the next episode.